welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. So I'm dressed a bit more presentable today because it's out and about kind of day. I've got on a very well-worn Billy dress, Tilly in the Buttons Billy dress. I will give you a look. So day 2, we have all the advent calendars again and more. I've been out to the shops. I will show you some bits later, but yeah, we've been out to the range at a big retail park and had a good mooch about in there and got a few bits. But first of all, I'm going to open my advent calendars with you, and then I'll go through what I might have bought, seen and all the rest of it at the shops. It's a technical glitch. I coughed, so I paused my camera. I thought I paused my camera. What I actually did was I filmed my cough, carried on opening up boxes, didn't have the camera on. So I'm going to rewind a little bit and redo. So what I did was I've opened box number 2 on the Prym calendar. I got gifted from Advet-ure Beyond the Pink Door as part of the So Inspired ambassador team. So I took out box 2 and this magnet in it, which is, I was saying, is perfect, especially at socials where you need to make sure you pick up all your pins before you leave, because obviously that's the last thing they need is pins left behind. But also I tend to scrabble about under my desk for things that have rolled off or pinged off. No matter who you are, you end up with pins on the floor. If you're a sewer, sewist, you end up with pins on the floor. So yeah, that is more than handy. That is sort of needed really. Magnet for your pins, action shot, there you go, it picks up the pins perfectly. Then I opened this one and I was explaining that I'm really pleased that I've got this one this year, because Becky, who does this, is actually returning to a teaching role. So there isn't going to be any more advent calendars. So I'm really pleased that I bagged this one up. And I got the little package out, and it was a handy dandy tape measure, which I was just explaining that I use very frequently. I'm sure everyone does, especially for measuring like elastic for the little boys' waistbands when I'm making them joggers and pyjamas and things like that. But very, very handy. Can never have too many of these. Super pleased with that. I did also open the lovely Beck's Jazz and Rail calendar. This was her day 2, dutifully ripped open because, you know, why not? Fun stuff inside. And today we got some beautiful earrings, and again they've got like iridescent, is that how you say it? Flecks throughout the resin, and I've got little silver tops. I did explain that I'd messaged Bex because she said if there was any stipulations that, you know, you had, and mine is that I prefer to wear silver jewellery. The only gold I wear is my mum's wedding ring, and that's sort of my bag. I prefer to wear silver, so that's perfect. Today I've got some sapphire frills, Santa hats on. So yeah, silver as well. So yeah, really pleased with those. Then I tackled the big box, which is Meve bag making, and I opened that one, and it was a very flat parcel, and inside of that one is this really shiny, sparkly, I want to say it's vinyl pieces. So this one is sort of your Christmas colours. So if you can see there, red and white flecks, very glittery. This one's sort of more of a classic black and white with the flecks in. I don't know if the light is reflecting it. Oh, there you can see. And then this one, look at that, really super summery, makes my face glow. And I was sort of thinking that, I mean, obviously you could use this if you wanted to do some Christmas crafting, you know, that would be lovely. But also on a bag, you know, when you get an accent pocket or an accent piece, usually in the middle, don't you? Usually get sort of solid colours either side, and then some of this, or I suppose it could be anywhere really. That would be really fun. It is rough to the touch, but it's soft on the back. I presume that's what it's for. As I say, I'm new to bag making, so yeah, I'm going to have to have a little dig about that one. I dig about on the groups that I follow that have also got this this box. But yeah, there's the 3 colours, and yeah, they're just so super shiny. Really pretty, really pretty. So that's that one. And then the last box that I've opened up, Studio 77. And I think I was so caught up yesterday explaining that I'd had a winning box with £20 worth of PDF patterns that I can choose from the shop. I've had a quick look, and every time I decide, yes, I want to use that, I see another pattern that I really like. So I'm just going to hold my horses for now and keep an eye on it, and just before I make a decision about how I'm going to use that. And the information that I got about yesterday's number 1 package is because she also provides a QR code that tells you all about that day's item, and each day or few days a new post will arrive on this link with more information. There are no day spoilers, but there are past day spoilers. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday. And obviously I love everything from Emma at Studio 77, which is why I get the bi-monthly subscription box anyway. Yeah, I really love it. I have got a £5 affiliate code, so if you wanted to order that, then you get £5 off and I get something. I'll put it in the link below, but I get the box regardless, so it's just a sort of a nice thing to add to it. So this was the package that I've opened and didn't film and just stood talking to myself. And inside the package was this fantastic webbing, which says handmade. It's kind of embossed on, I want to say. It's probably not the right wording, but yeah. And obviously with yesterday's mermaid inspired vinyl, there's definitely a colour theme going on. So I'm pleased with my little haul that I got today, and love the fact that it's all sort of mixy-matchy. So we've already popped out, been to the range. It's a huge shop. I will put some footage in a second. Well, actually I'll put the footage in to finish, because that's probably a nice ending to the video. I did buy a few bits. I wanted to get some bits to finish off the advent calendar that I'd made so that we could hang it on the door. We're having the boys round on Thursday, and I wanted that to be up on the door ready to go, so they can see it and start using it. I will put a bit of footage here. Managed to get the door hangers, which I thought was a good idea, and instead of going with a piece of doweling that we need to cut down, I just bought a curtain rod. It works, so that's what I went with, and I filled it up with little treats for them. Picked up a few other bits. I picked up these storage boxes. In the drawer down here, I've got a box full of Andrea's old boxes full of rivets and poppers and things for my green machine. My green machine that puts them in, it's the dies and everything, and I just didn't like the way that that's all very higgledy-piggledy. You can't, you know, you've got to root through it to find what you want, and that will be good for me. So I've got these boxes, and I'm going to see how they go on. They're reflecting a bit, they've got the plastic on them. They can still go down there, but I can sort of label them up and put, you know, the size of what it is, so the press studs, or, you know, the rivets, or whatever. So I got those. And then because we got 2 lots of buttons and I was looking to put them away, I grabbed my button storage out, and I use these. It's for beads, really. I think I got it from Hobbycraft. Let me just show you. I use these. They can all just go in there and be packed away. I sort of do them by colour. I managed to pick one up that's really similar from the range with the little pots inside, so I picked that one up. Tunia and I board, I know, last of the big spenders, but that was much needed. We've got some crispy bits to put away as well. And then I just picked up a little posy of fake flowers, a bit Christmassy. It would have been my mum's birthday this Friday, so I want to go and put something, go up to the cemetery and put them up there for her. And obviously they're not, real flowers aren't going to last 2 seconds in this weather, so I thought if I put those, tie those up and put those in, then that'll be a nice bit of colour up there for her. So I managed to crack on with the boys' tops so that we can all be matchy-matchy. I made a long sleeve linden for mine, and I just made a couple of t-shirts, and I think I've got some bottoms as well. Managed to get the first label in. This one made by Elves, and then I just need hemming, so that's quite a quick job. Then I'm going to crack on with my fringe dress from last month's Think Pink subscription box. I'm really keen to get that made up. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a good bit of sewing in. So I will finish up here. I will put the footage of all the things I saw at the shop to finish up with, and I'll be back again tomorrow. So until then, bye bye.